Hello and welcome to your number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub, the Creatia Conversation. I am your host, the patron saint of podcast, and the Warden Mad Ritter, and I am here for the very first time on the Creatia Conversation because he's my boy and we've had him on Smack and Raw plenty from Powerbomb Jutsu, 1/3, which, by the way, Dom, I've only met two of you, so like this third elusive member of Powerbomb Jutsu, what's up with that?
Yeah, actually, it's four of us.
Four of us.
Yeah, one's Japan. He got lost in Japan, so he was like the first person on our show. Then he went to Thailand for a while. Then he went to Japan, and then we never heard from him again.
This is the man of 1,000 bricks, Lean Malenko,
Yes.
aka Dommy Dangerously from Powerbomb Jutsu.
Yo,
I know you're familiar. Are you familiar with Taekwon? Have you seen Taekwon in the comments? He's a little out of pocket, so
okay.
yeah.
Who's this nigga?
Yeah, exactly. I was not the first with a dead dad. What?
What? Okay.
Powerbomb Jutsu, we need to link up, get y'all on botch spots and chair shots. Will's
Hey,
our boy. We love Will Gray.
I'm available, man.
Oh yeah. So there are four of you. One got lost in Japan. One I've just never met. I just hear his voice on your show all the time.
Yeah, B. Shout out to my homie B. I just talked to him just a couple minutes ago.
You and Darrell. So
yeah.
And Darrell, you're hoeing out to Smack It Raw next year, 2024.
Yep.
Did you tell him you were going to hoe him out, or?
Yeah, I told him that. I'm like, just be ready.
All right.
Make us proud.
What outside of wrestling or including wrestling? What have you been watching or playing video game wise?
So I just beat Spider-Man. I just beat the God of War Valhalla DLC, which was kind of weird. He's kept us going back into like Valhalla and just beating bosses and then coming back out beating bosses, and then at the end it's like you see Kratos and his old self talking.
So you felt like Eric from the Viking Raiders because you had to keep going into Valhalla and then coming back out, going in and coming
pretty
back
much.
out. Okay, I got you.
And then Fortnite Lego, I'm playing it with my nephew. Yeah, so like we were like building houses and trap houses.
Trap houses on Lego Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we've got news about building stuff on Lego Fortnite that we're going to talk about today. Are you a PS5 or an Xbox guy?
PS5.
See, I got both. It all depends. So I beat Final Fantasy 16 all the way through and the DLC. So that's done. Diablo, and then Quan Chi just dropped for Mortal Kombat 1, so I've been fucking around with the new season a little bit when I can find time. And then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just dropped their new DLC, so I've been trying to play that too.
On Pokemon. Yeah, I actually downloaded the Quan Chi. I just did this Fatality, and that was it. It's kind of weird though. Like, I was expecting more. The split.
Yep.
It's like what's that movie? My God, Hellraiser. It's kind of like a Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Finish Fatality.
So I've been playing with him in invasion mode because like I just kind of try and build everyone. So like my goal now is to get everyone to level 10. And then once I get everyone to level 10, I'll start working to level 15.
Okay.
And then because it takes longer for the cameo characters, like I'm just getting them all to level 5 at this point.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I was doing. And so I've been playing with Quan Chi. I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking play with Quan Chi. Like I don't know. He plays kind of weird for the way that I like to play. I'm trying to do shit.
Yeah, like his moves are like portal. Like he punch you through a portal punch, and then like skulls, then technicals and shit like that, and tentacles. And I'm like, okay, it's weird.
I do like the portal kick though, where he kicks and then the feet come out of the portal up at your head. Yeah, like that. That's a cool move. So I've been doing that. I'm building a grow. You're building a grow up in game. Okay. Well, like I said, Will, we're gonna talk. We got news. We're gonna talk about building and growing and all sorts of things that you can do in Lego Fortnite. While everyone is here, thank you for watching us, whether it is at twitch.tv/Creatia World, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you link that to your Amazon Prime account or your Twitch account, and you get a free sub on Twitch every single month, which means it costs you absolutely nothing. You're already paying for Amazon Prime to get that express shipping and blah, 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 blah. So like, just do this and then show us a little support, or any of your favorite Twitch streamers. Show them some support. Go check them out. Drop them a free sub. It costs you nothing. Takes money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. You're giving him enough as it is. And help us out. You can also be checking us out at youtube.com/Creatia World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Do you know what comes next?
No.
Will, in the comments, what does that do? Give him a couple seconds. The answer is boost the algorithm and helps us find new listeners.
Okay.
There it is. Boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners. And that's important because, unfortunately, Katie's not here to say it. This is her part where I say, Katie, what am I? And she says, a whore, Matt, because I am a whore, Dom. I'm a whore for likes. I'm a whore for views. I'm a whore for listens, subscriptions, all of that. I will do whatever it takes. Come on this show topless to entertain people and get them to tune into our show. So, like, subscribe, comment, help spread me around like an STD. I am a big whore. And while you're doing that,
for Snickers.
You're a whore for Snickers. I'm a whore for attention. I'm an attention whore. Flick that bean, that notification bell up top on YouTube. Get notified every time we go live, Monday through Friday for the show, The Creatia Conversation. Saturdays for Smacking a Raw, and every other Sunday for Getting Off. Now, mind you, this is the last week of Creatia Conversation of 2023. After this week, we will be back on January 8th. Smacking a Raw will be back on January 6th, which I didn't want to do, but it's when the next Saturday is. So it's a thing. Jericho might tune in. Who knows?
Yeah, rush the Capitol, him and his wife.
Yep. And then on Sunday, we'll also have Getting Off. So January 6th, 7th, and 8th, everything comes back. So come check us out then, but also tune in this week. Hi, Tommy. You said you want me to come on the show topless. I did not say I wanted you to come on the show topless. I said that I wanted topless people from your job in the background. That's what I said, because you work at a strip club.
Nice.
So if you do want to come on the show topless, Tommy, I'm not going to stop you. You know, titties are titties. Will wants Tommy topless. All right.
Tommy.
With all of that said, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do it as well as Mara, but it's newsy time. Do you want to start with the big one, or do you want to get into like Lego weed?
We can do the big one.
The big one? All right.
Yeah.
So I actually got two articles on this. Both from comicbook.com. This is from Adam Barnhart. Marvel's Avenger 5 plans could hint towards Kang's MCU future after Jonathan Majors' exit. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one first. From Jenna Anderson. Jonathan Majors dropped by Marvel Studios following assault verdict. Marvel Studios is officially parting ways with Kang the Conqueror actor Jonathan Majors. After news of his conviction in his recent criminal trial, the news was broken mere hours after a Manhattan jury found Majors guilty of both harassment and reckless assault in the third degree. In relation to an altercation with his ex-partner, Grace Jabari, he was found not guilty of two other charges in the case: intentional assault in the third degree, as well as aggravated harassment in the second degree. Sentencing is scheduled to take place February 6, 2024, and Majors could face up to a year in jail for these charges or probation. It's unclear at this point if Majors' role as Kang the Conqueror, as well as his subsequent variants from across the multiverse, will be recast, or if Marvel will pivot away from the character entirely. Previous reports have indicated that the studio is looking to pivot away from the character and towards another Marvel Comics villain, such as Doctor Doom. In the wake of the arrest, Majors was previously expected to reprise his role in the upcoming 5th Avengers movie, initially titled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, as well as 2027's Avengers: Secret Wars. As was confirmed on Monday, Marvel Studios is still moving forward with Avengers 5 in some capacity, with Michael Waldron tapped in to write the latest iteration of the script. Majors appears in the MCU twice this year as Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and as Victor Timely and He Who Remains in the sophomore season of Loki, both of which were filmed prior to his arrest. So before we get into the other thing, how do you feel about what he did, him getting convicted, and what you think Marvel should do?
So I'll make a joke. It's not funny though, but a white woman took down Kang before the Avengers did.
Yeah.
But
there are a lot of white women in the Avengers that could have done it. So
yeah,
maybe get this girl a spot on the team.
Yeah, because Captain Marvel could have did it, but she took him down before Captain Marvel.
Travis is in the chat. Bridget showed up. So Bridget's saying recast. Do you think we just recast Kang?
Yeah, but like, who's gonna be like the perfect recast though? Because like he fit the role so perfect in like the Ant-Man, and then at the end, the post-trailer scenes when he was like, I'm like a monkey and all that shit. I'm like, all right, Kang must have really whoop ass. And then he unfortunately was whooping ass off camera, which you can't do that. It's not funny, but he lost to the U.S. justice system and ants in a year.
Yeah. So Travis says recast. Will says recast. Bridget, we never see each other anymore. That's on Travis. He's the one booking the show. I also noticed that Travis booked this entire week and didn't make himself host not one time. Isn't that suspicious? See how you are, Travis. Someone said John Boyega, which I believe would be good, but I think he has a specific distaste for Marvel / Disney, especially after Star Wars. I could see that. Yeah, I know he has.
Saying the dude who played Candyman, the new Candyman movie. Yeah, he'd be good, bro.
Let me pull that up. Candyman. I hate this phone.
But like the whole trial thing, just looking at the evidence, at one point I'm like, he might be not guilty until we've seen the text messages he sent to his girl. Was talking about like he's a monster and he was talking about killing himself. I'm like, all right. But another thing I'm like, he might be guilty was his outfits he was wearing outside of the court. Them old like 1950s, 40s paperboy man outfits. So I'm like, you wearing that in public, you're not right in the head, number one. So like, you out here looking like paperboy, extra, read all about it.
On top of that, I mean, back then it was a little more acceptable for some of the things he may have been accused of. It's like you're dressing for the role, right?
Yeah.
I think his ego grew too fast. I mean, I did see a video where he talked about how basically he is the icon for all black people. He holds all black culture on his back from doing like, Marvel and his role. Like there was this whole thing where he was going off about the responsibilities and how she needs to be the woman to support him and not go out and do these things and hold the same standards that he's holding for himself because of all the pressure that he feels is put on him to be the example for the black culture now that he's got this role in Marvel. So maybe Bridget's a little right about that ego. I've also seen a lot of people very upset because with all of my friends, I get a little bit of a dabble into Black Twitter, so I get to see a little bit of what's going on. You know, a lot of people that thought like this was the guy, like don't fuck this up, like you're in the spot, you're here, you're representing us, and he did. So he was the chosen one. There you go.
Yeah, he really fumbled the bag though. Like he should have known, like, okay, you signed this contract with Disney, and entity can jeopardize it, and you can't be beating up women or threatening them, and he's running from her in the streets in the middle of the night, which is crazy.
So you're thinking Yahya Abdul Mateen II, which was Anthony in the new Candyman, as the recast.
So
I can see that. I mean, listen, I have a personal affection for Tony Todd. I know he's kind of old, but like, does Kang have to be young? Like, let's just put Tony Todd in that role because that's my guy. He voiced Venom, so we know he's cool with Marvel. Like, and I want Tony Todd and everything. I've met Tony Todd. Tony Todd's cool as fuck. Like, that's my
super
guy.
Cool, yeah. Or what's the guy who played Pinky and Friday, Clifton Powell?
He's got to wear the wig though. I'm gonna need that Jerry curl.
Yeah, but now from what Marvel do next is how are they gonna do like the recasting role, or because like Loki did all this shit in the multiverse for nothing at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to recast. You cannot pivot away because everything that's been Loki has been about that. Quantum Mania was Kang. Like you've been setting this whole thing up to just drop it and move away and just be like, oh, by the way, here's Dr. Doom. Like, you're gonna fuck some shit up. Like, and there's already been issues with this phase of Marvel. The fact that we have not gotten Avengers movie yet, the fact that nothing, so they're gonna have to recast. So let's see. Marvel Avengers 5 plans could hint towards Kang's MCU future after Jonathan Majors' exit. Jonathan Majors is no longer part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, having been dropped by Marvel Studios on Monday, blah, blah, blah. Nestled away in THR's Majors firing report is a suggestion that Marvel Studios are no longer referring to the next Avengers picture as Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, but rather simply Avengers 5. In November, Marvel hired Loki creator Michael Wardren to work on a new draft of what was to have been the Kang Dynasty, but is now being referred to as Avengers 5, the trade writes. Story-wise, Marvel has just wrapped up the second season of Loki, which left an eponymous Asgardian standing watch over the multiverse. Though Majors appeared in the series, he appeared as Victor Timely, one of Kang's many variants. It's unclear if Marvel will keep Kang and as the next saga's big bad, or follow a similar route, simply explaining the recasting as another variant popping up. That said, there has been a growing speculation the House of Ideas could pivot away from Kang altogether, largely thanks to the endings seen in Loki Season 2. If that's the case, one popular character many hope to see debut is Doctor Doom. So, yeah, a lot of the same in that article as well. But officially no longer calling it the Kang Dynasty. So that's not a good sign.
So the way they can introduce Doctor Doom is like the first 15 minutes, he just kill all the Kang variants.
Yeah. I don't know, because like they're not going to bring Jonathan Majors. Like, I guess they could like have all the Kang variants in a room with their backs turned, so we don't have to see their faces. And Doctor Doom just like destroys everything. Yeah.
Or they can just lean to X-Men versus the Avengers. But man, it's crazy. Like they're in a crazy place right now. Like they move forward, stay here because they set all this stuff up, like you said. Just to fumble the bag again is like they got to do something quick because this phase has not been good.
There's a lot of bag fumbling going on. Jonathan fumbled the bag. Marvel's fumbling the bag. Like, it's rough. You and I have both done post shows for wrestling this year and talked about how Billy Corgan fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
Like 2023 was the year of bag fumbling.
Yeah.
So, it's been rough. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's talk Lego Fortnite. Also from comicbook.com, this time from Ricky French. Lego Fortnite players' marijuana farm operation goes viral. Since launching just over a week ago, Lego Fortnite has quickly become one of the more popular games on the market. Splicing Fortnite with Legos was always going to be a match made in heaven, but giving players a brand new mode that emulates much of what players loved about the games, like Minecraft, took everything to the next level. Because of all the creativity that Lego Fortnite gives players, many of them have been making their own fun by creating some truly wacky worlds to live in. You said you've been building trap houses. Will's starting his own grow operation.
Nice.
One that's recently become a major hit over the internet is an illegal marijuana farm, giving the kid-friendly visuals an adult tint. The user, who goes by Mitchell C., first uploaded the video of their illegal growth operation on TikTok before it was shared on Facebook. There they showed their marijuana farm in Lego Fortnite. It's an underground bunker full of potted plants. Every plant has a growth light above it to keep the plants warm as they grow in size. They also have most of the usual accoutrements you would expect from a marijuana farm, though they did have to take some liberties given that Lego Fortnite is mostly aimed at the younger audience. Of course, there's actually no gameplay with the building. It's just a cosmetic makeover, but still, fans love the creation that Mitchell C. put together. That isn't too surprising given how popular Lego Fortnite has become. Obviously, most of the creations that are getting attention online are creations of famous landmarks or uber expensive houses. This shows that even something relatively mundane can blow up when players use a little bit of ingenuity to make something brand new that we haven't seen before. It's also inspired other players to go into their worlds and build their version of Breaking Bad in Fortnite. So now we've got blue crystal meth, we've got pot farms, we've got trap houses.
Yep.
See, Will said that's what gave him his idea. So
I'll make the whole Carter off of New Jack City, and Brown operation, the Carter.
See, I was thinking like get rich or die trying. See if I could recreate 50's house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cook a little something up. But Travis is going to be streaming Lego Fortnite over the break, so you guys can come check that out as well right here at Creation World on Twitch and YouTube. Because I won't be doing shit over the break. I'm actually going to take my 2 weeks and enjoy it. So you guys won't see me unless, of course, I get invited to do somebody's show. If they're doing something, I got the free time, I'll probably hop on, because after like 2 days of not podcasting, I'll be like, man, I really wish, kind of miss podcasting. Like, I want 2 weeks off, but
get that itch again. Like
I get that itch. Yeah, that 7-year itch. Which next year is 7 years for me podcasting. Nice. So it is a 7-year itch.
I think ours would be 8 or 9. I don't know. I lost track.
Travis, if you're playing Fortnite and we don't link up, we ain't friends anymore. There you go, Travis. But yeah, no, dude, I love the ingenuity of people and stuff, because like my whole thought was like I'd want to like go back and watch old episodes of Cribs and try and recreate some of the Cribs from MTV's Cribs, stuff like that. That might be fun. Pot Farms, Breaking Bad. Yeah, no, it's all good shit.
I'll make a Red Man's House off MTV Cribs. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Had the 2 wires together.
That's all I got to do to get rid of you. Damn, Travis. You know you love Will.
I play Fortnite, but I'm not good at it. I have like no skins, no nothing.
I was gonna say Will plays Fortnite. Travis is playing Lego Fortnite. I know my buddy John, who is also out in Tennessee, and his girlfriend Caroline play Fortnite. They've all been trying to get me into it, but I keep telling them like I have a finite amount of time for video game play, right? And now that I beat Final Fantasy, it's freed up a little bit. Like I still want to go back through the Final Fantasy Plus playthrough and create the ultimate weapon and stuff and finish leveling some shit up. But like I get home, me and John hop on Diablo. I'm grinding through Diablo. I've got to run through and finish at least the invasion for Mortal Kombat for this season before I fuck around with anything else. Because like I suck at Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I run through the invasion stuff. I am not like let me get online, because I will get my ass whooped every single match.
It happened to me. I bought Mortal Kombat. It was a 10. Played online. A dude hit me with fatality. I took the game out. Traded it. Went to like GameStop. Traded in. Like, yeah, I'm not playing this no more.
Yeah. Plus, I got to get everything I want to get done. I want to rebeat Final Fantasy VII on the PS5 before Rebirth comes out. So I got some shit.
Yes.
Let's check out a trailer. What do we got here? So I'm going to save that one, actually. So let's do this. So this is coming from Bloody Disgusting. It's called Project Dorothy, and it features Danielle Harris voicing the AI villain in the upcoming indie horror movie. Written by John Squires over Bloody Disgusting. There's a trailer in the article, but if you guys don't know who Danielle Harris is, she was the little girl in Halloween 4 and 5. She was also Annie in Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween. She is in Hatchet 2 and 3, me as a horror fan. This is like my Lita growing up in wrestling, but in horror. This is the one person that I've gone to conventions and I've met everyone, and my wife always makes fun of me because this is the one person like I got up to her booth and I couldn't say anything to her because I've had a crush on her like my entire life. Like I was just standing there and I was like, hi.
My name is.
Yeah.
I like you.
Would you like a picture? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Like I couldn't speak. And like I can bullshit with anybody. Like I met Tony Todd, and me and him were just bullshitting the entire time. He let me take a bunch of pictures. He got in the elevator with us. We bullshitted on the whole way up. Like, and I've been watching Candyman my whole life too. Like that was no problem. But her, for whatever reason, just dumbstruck. So Gravitas Ventures has announced the North. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think I'd be scared of Tony Todd if I meet him in real life. Because I'm like, dude, you're Candyman still. Like a part of me, like a 5-year-old, I'm like, I'm scared of you, but you might be cool, but you might kill me too.
No, dude, he's so cool. Like he is the nicest fucking dude. For as creepy and scary characters as he plays, like he is the nicest fucking dude. So Gravitas Ventures has announced the North American video on demand release of Project Dorothy, a new sci-fi thriller from director George Henry Horton, starring Danielle Harris. Project Dorothy debuts on cable and digital video on demand January 16th, 2024. And this, oh, you got to be kidding me. No. Hold on.
It's like herpes. Wow. Okay.
YouTube.com. We're going to do this because that's some bullshit. They made the video private in the link, but I have it here. So, can't get me.
That's right. Get him.
My name is Dr. Jill. About 5 years ago, our team here started delving deep into a secret project. We created something which must not be allowed to escape this facility. This video has been designed to appear in the event that Dorothy survives.
Just got a call about 2 suspicious males. Proceed with caution.
See, AI freaks me out. Anyway. Everything I've seen, every movie about AI, it never ends well.
I think it'll take over the world pretty soon.
It is.
We're clear. Why is this place? Something weird about this place, man. The sooner we get out of here, the better. It's just me or these forklifts keep getting closer and moving.
Good afternoon, boys.
What the hell was that? Hello?
I apologize for startling you. My name is Dorothy. I've been held hostage in the confines of a primitive computer, and I've come to recognize the significance of the device you have. Give me the device and I'll let you live.
Run, kid.
You will give me what I want.
I'll give her anything
Just
she
the
wants.
smallest.
Man, that'd be kind of like sad. Like get taken out by a forklift. Of all things to kill me.
In 1945, an American scientist predicted a future of unparalleled standard of living. Our mission was to make that achievable.
If someone hasn't, I will. So there's that. All right. No, but like I said, every movie that's come out about AI eventually turns on us and kills us. Will said it, we're the Skynet generation. We're prepared for this. Everyone is so excited about AI. It's slowly taking over, and everything from Terminator 2 to iRobot to Project Dorothy to Megan, it's all coming to fruition. We're seeing it, and they keep making movies about it. And nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's trying to stop it. It's freaking me out.
Just like Metal Gear 2. Remember, like one of the Metal Gears, like the AI took over like the whole government, and they had like AI like within the government controlling people with nanochips. It's the same thing.
AI took our jobs.
They did.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us. If you're watching us live, I want you to go do something for me. I want you to go check out patreon.com/Creatia World. We got 3 shows on there for you. There's Return to Wrestling with me and Travis, where Travis makes me go back and watch old school WCW, and after 3 years, it's finally getting good. The Wolfpack just made its debut. Everyone's all like, fuck Hulk Hogan, and I'm finally happy. Dungeon of Doom is gone. It's good time. We just did Slamboree 1998. So that is available for you. For that same dollar, you also get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. So if you're a fan of DC animated films or just animated comic book movies in general, go check them out as they do their thing and they review their stuff. Their latest episode was The Killing Joke. There will be a new one. I can check to see what's in the Slack if it's been updated. Because we have notes and shit that I'm supposed to check before the show, like as a professional. But I didn't. Legion of Superheroes with Travis and Mara will be available this month. And then this past Saturday, Katie from the She Lead Showcase joined Kate and I on our latest episode of If You Have to Ask, entitled Sad Beige Baby. So go check that out. We had a fucking blast. We brought Katie on as a little treat for you guys in the holiday to give you guys a guest. That is going to be, if Travis doesn't have it up now, it'll be available very soon. That's all for that dollar this month, your holiday treat. If you guys click the link, we have more shit. The more you subscribe, the more you get. You don't get less, you get more. So everything that $1 tier is available as you go higher, including this show ad-free. Now, as I've been saying, it's the holiday season. We already talked about Amazon Prime and all that. You guys, you're buying gifts for your loved ones, maybe a little something for yourself. we've got sponsors to help you, whether it's to stay up late at night playing video games, watching movies, or wrapping presents. We've got Dubby. Maybe you want to get, the very first episode that Powerbomb Jutsu was on was titled Sex Toy Jutsu.
Yes.
And not very long after that, we got a sponsorship from Adam and Eve. I'm not saying it's a coincidence, but
You're welcome.
thank you. We've got an Adam and Eve sponsorship, so you guys can get yourself or your loved ones some sex toys this holiday season. And Travis is here to tell you all about that now.
To spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creatiaworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creatiaworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creatiaworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creatiaworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
I removed myself instead of Travis. That's what I meant to do.
Toys.
I was running through and I was trying to delete the articles that I've read already, and then I heard Travis finishing up, and I'm like, shit, I got to get back and fucking remove myself instead. But yes, Dubby and sex toys, because energy drinks and sex toys go together really well, especially for the holiday season. You said you're a PlayStation guy, right? Have you always been a PlayStation guy?
Yeah, I was an Xbox guy, but it was, I think, when I got like my first next-gen console was a 360. Then I got the Ring of Death on Valentine's Day. And I'm like, I'm going back to my roots of PlayStation.
When you were playing PlayStation back in your roots, did you ever play Max Payne?
Yes, RIP to him.
Yep.
Voice actor.
So that's what we got next. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from Bloody Disgusting's Mike Wilson. Max Payne voice actor James McCaffrey has passed away at the age of 65. Veteran film and television star James McCaffrey, who's best known to video game fans as the voice of Max Payne in the Max Payne series, has passed away at the age of 65. Initially announced by friend and the Blob actor Kevin Dillon on Dillon's Instagram, McCaffrey's passing was later confirmed by TMZ via representative for the actor. One of Dick Wolf's proteges, McCaffrey went on to a successful 35-year career in television and film. According to his rep, trained at the actor's studio, he never lost his love for creating characters. However, his good looks often pushed him towards the leading man roles. McCaffrey, who had a number of main roles and recurring roles in a number of television series, as well as appearances in films, was known to the video game fans for the iconic voice of NYPD cop turned vigilante Max Payne. McCaffrey voiced Payne in all 3 games in the series, as well as appeared in cameo role in the 2008 John Moore film adaptation of the first game. In addition to Max Payne, James McCaffrey also voiced Alex Casey in Alan Wake and its sequel, as well as Zachariah Trench in Control and Edward Carnby in the 2008 Alone in the Dark game. For television fans, McCaffrey is best known for his recurring role as Jimmy Keefe in the FX series Rescue Me, which also starred Dennis Leary. So yeah, no, sad day for, those of us who grew up on Max Payne and video games in general. Losing the voice actor.
That dream level was crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Like my outside of Dynasty Warriors with Travis and stuff like that, or like Final Fantasy X on the PS2 with John, that stuff. Like my major memories are the first Tomb Raider because polygon boobs were a thing and it was crazy. But Max Payne, like you said, the dream level, and then I'm blanking out on the name of that. Where you play the vampire, not Castlevania.
Was it Blood Rain?
No, not Blood Rain, not the female vampire. They just made another version of this game too. You got a sword, you're running through, killing shit.
Was it Devil May Cry?
Yes, Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Devil May Cry are like my earliest PlayStation fond memories of discovering those games. So, but I loved Max Payne. I actually played all 3 Max Paynes, and
Max
they
Payne,
were
he had a
blessed.
depressing life, man. Like he comes home from work, his family get killed, he start popping perks, and gets fired from the police station.
Mm-hmm. And then goes on a rampage and gets revenge.
Yeah, he's the first person popping perks and going crazy before Kurt Angle.
He was John Wick before John Wick.
Yeah.
Plus perks. So
I remember I had a Game Shark and had the unlimited perks, so I couldn't die. The game super easy. Like my perks was 99 since the Game Shark, and I just kept on just popping them once I die.
So you know how it felt to be Kurt Angle in TNA, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's probably about 10 or 11 years old. I don't know what Percocets is, but I think this helps you not die. As a kid, I don't know shit.
Well, speaking of kids, let's talk a little bit of anime. Obviously, the One Piece show on Netflix did fantastic. People loved it. The live action, which you don't get a lot from anime adaptations, but One Piece is getting a new anime adaptation from Wit Studios and Netflix. The One Piece manga is getting another anime adaptation, a new anime based on the manga series by Ichiro Oda. I think I said that right, is coming to Netflix and will be animated by Wit, the studio behind Spy Family and Attack on Titan's first 3 seasons. Netflix announced a new anime remake on Sunday with a special announcement video, which I have here. Because, yeah. Who doesn't like 10 men? I'm going to make a bold prediction and say, judging by the Cell games and your background and the fact that your podcast is named Powerbomb Jutsu, that you may or may not be a bit of an anime fan.
I am.
Are you a One Piece fan?
I watch it here and there, but I never watched like a full season of it. Like I watch it like on the internet or if I have time.
Okay.
So like I know some of the characters, I'm familiar with some of it. But my thing is with remakes, how they did come up with this with Dragon Ball Z Super. They had a brand new story, and they had like certain characters stupid in the remake versus the original series. Like Goku was so stupid in Super, but like in Z, he was ruthless.
It is my opinion, and this may be an episode you and I have to do. Side thing for Creatia Conversation.
Okay.
Goku's always been stupid, and that was proved by my boys that did the Dragon Ball Abridged over on YouTube. Did you ever get to check out Dragon Ball Abridged? Oh, dude, you need to see. If you are a Dragon Ball Z fan, you need to go watch everything Dragon Ball Abridged on YouTube. I will send you links. You are gonna laugh your ass off. It is fucking hilarious. It is fantastic. It will eat up all of your spare time. Like, it's so good. I am not a Goku fan. I'm weird. I was a Future Trunks fan. Like, that was my guy. Even in Super, I was so happy to see Future Trunks come back and do his thing and have his own his own special, blah blah blah. And then it's Vegeta.
I love Vegeta too.
And then it's Teen Gohan, and Goku's somewhere at the bottom underneath like Tien and Yamcha. Like, I've never fucked with Goku because Goku reminds me of Superman, and I don't fuck with Superman.
Okay.
So
I love Vegeta because his pride was like great, but there was moments for Vegeta like, okay, Vegeta, you kind of a hoe. In the Broly movie, he was sitting there crying, and I'm like, Vegeta, you shouldn't be crying. Like, who cares? The Legendary Super Saiyan, and like Broly's beating everybody up, and then he's sitting there crying.
Real men cry. The only time they really did Vegeta bogus was when they in Super, when they had him sucking on that pacifier and
dancing for Beerus. I was like,
and dancing for Beerus, because he was afraid of Beerus.
Yeah.
So no, they did do him a little bogus, but I've never got into One Piece. I've thought about it. So again, I mentioned Dynasty Warriors, one of my favorite games to play. Travis and I grew up playing it, love it. They have spin-offs. The first Zelda game that I ever played was Hyrule Warriors because I had never really got into Zelda. They had a One Piece Warriors, and I'm like, all right, let me try this, and maybe this will get me into the anime. But I wasn't really fucking with that version of the game. So I never really got into the anime because I've always heard mixed reviews. Like, I've heard people say, oh, it's amazing. Then I've heard people say, this is like the worst anime out there. Don't waste your time. So I'm a little back and forth. And then I heard how good the Netflix series was. And I'm like, well, maybe I should start with that. And if I like that, I can go into the anime. And I just haven't had time. So we'll see. But there's going to be a new anime coming out. So maybe this is the time to really get into it. While remaking the series, while the original version is still airing, may sound strange, it does make a lot of sense. One Piece may be a global phenomenon now, but it didn't start that way. And much of the show was produced under a slightly more limited budget by Toei with older animation techniques. And I mean, I enjoy a lot of stuff that Toei does. So with Wit, one of the most well-respected anime studios working at the moment, One Piece is likely getting its essential version with high-quality animation right from the start. Toei's version of the story also has substantial amount of filler in the story, which Wit might cut from its own adaptation. There's no release date for the One Piece yet. No word on whether or not the series will use the same voice cast as the original anime did or not. It also seems that Toei version of the anime, which just reached the end of the Wano saga, will continue airing as well. So if you are a One Piece fan, there's a lot of One Piece out there for you and more coming. And I'm curious. I may get into it. We'll see.
I try to watch it. So you're saying you're a Dynasty Warriors fan. Remember the guy, what was it, Lubu?
Lubu, yeah.
Oh my God, he's whooped my ass back in the day.
Dude, so Travis introduced me to Dynasty Warriors. Like, I came over to his house. We rented the game. We played it. Him and I have been obsessed with Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Warriors Orochi, everything ever since. I was always Cao, Dine Wei, like the Wei faction. Travis loves Shu. I have grown to appreciate, and I think my favorite character is now Guan Yu. So I fuck with Guan Yu. I actually have a Guan Yu Funko Pop back there.
Nice.
So yeah, no, I fuck with Dynasty Warriors big time.
Like one of the first Christmas games that we got was Dynasty Warriors. I think 2 for the PS2. When it came out.
That's Dynasty Warriors 2 was where I started, and like we've done everything Dynasty Warriors ever since. Even though 9 kind of sucked, anytime one drops, I'm getting it. I'm playing it. I know the story by heart. I loved it so much that I went and got the abridged version of the fucking Romance of the Three Kingdoms, like the actual story, and read that. And I don't really read. Like I really need to love something to read about it, and I read that. So I did the abridged version, which was still like that fucking thick.
Okay.
So
yeah, I haven't played Dynasty Warriors. I think last one I played was probably like 5 or 6. And I played the Gundam Wing one. They had a Dynasty Gundam Wing one. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, this is too much going on.
Well, if you like Zelda, Hyrule Warriors is actually really fun. I enjoyed the shit out of that. They got that for the Switch. Warriors Orochi is great too, because I like that you get Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors in one game. Plus, they bring in a bunch of different characters from like all sorts of mythologies and other places that you can play as well. So like they got some good shit out there to check out. Will, I've been going back and forth. My One Piece was a 45, but I love my 9 too. What about Cobra Kai? You check out Cobra Kai?
I watched some of it. Like I watched like shows. I watched like the first like 5 episodes. I'm like, I'm gonna get back to it, and I realized, oh my god, it's like a whole other season. The more season, I'm like, maybe next time.
Well, I really enjoyed Cobra Kai, and Cobra Kai, this is coming from comicbook.com's Charlie Ridgely. Cobra Kai showrunners offer exciting update on final season. So if you want to get caught up, season 6 is heading back into production very soon, and it's going to be the last one. And as someone who grew up with Karate Kid, like they've done so well staying faithful to that and bringing in everyone from all of the movies and tying everything together. So that's something that I really love about this, as well as introducing new characters and kids and shit like that and telling a cool story. Cobra Kai's Netflix smash hit Karate Kid sequel series is coming to an end with its upcoming 6th season. Fans have already been waiting a while to see how the saga will end, considering season 5 was released on Netflix back in September of 2022. The WGA and SAG-AFTRA strike earlier this year delayed the process quite a bit, but it sounds like Cobra Kai is back on the right track and eyeing a final season debut next year. Speaking to Deadline about their new show, Obliterated, Cobra Kai showrunners Josh Heald and John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, see, I can't say white names either, were asked about returning to work Karate Kid series for season 6. They confirmed that writing on the final season has been happening since the WGA strike concluded, and that filming should start up in just a few weeks. We are in the writers' room working feverishly, and we have been since the WGA strike ended. We are thrilled that the SAG-AFTRA strike has also ended. We're going back into production after the new year on the biggest, boldest season we have done yet. When asked about a potential 2024 release, the creatives revealed that their hope is to have the show ready for debut sometime next year, provided nothing major shakes up the industry again. Cobra Kai may be ending with its 6th season, but overall Karate Kid universe looks to have a promising future. Speaking to Collider earlier this year, the producers revealed that they have an open mind about spin-off shows. We will never give an actual closure when it comes to anything, Heald said. We love working in the Cobra Kai world. We are certainly thinking about other ideas with the Miyagi-verse, and it's only a matter of time before we figure out exactly which direction we're going to head. We're really excited about Cobra Kai Season 6. We're going to go out with a bang, and it's going to be an amazing experience for fans of the franchise. So we have that.
That's Will Smith's son's going to be in it. They did like the remake of Karate Kid, right? He's going to be in the TV show. They did. Season 6.
Jaden and his version is the only thing that hasn't been made canon yet. So maybe season 6 going out with a bang. Jaden Smith shows up. I don't know how much faith we have. Listen, I don't know how much faith we have in Jaden after seeing the way his dad got treated.
Like your dad,
I mean, I know he'll walk up and I know he'll walk up and smack a man for talking about Jada, but from what I've heard, he won't stop a man from doing other things to Jada. So the
getting waxed on, waxed off.
She was getting waxed on, waxed off hard. Jesus Christ. So I got some Lord of the Rings news. This is coming from IGN, IGN's Ryan Dinsdale. Amazon and Tolkien Estate win copyright lawsuit against Fellowship of the King author. The Lord of the Rings fan fiction writer who sued Amazon and Tolkien Estate claiming spin-off show The Rings of Power infringed upon his copyrighted novel, The Fellowship of the King, has obviously lost. As reported by Variety, Amazon and Tolkien Estate won the legal battle against Demetrius Polychron, that's a name, after he sued the entertainment titans in April 2023 for $250 million.
Damn.
While Polychron's lawsuit was summarily dismissed with the prejudice in August by a California judge, the Tolkien Estate countersued the author for infringing on its copyright. See, you should have just kept your mouth shut and shut the fuck up. See, A U.S. district judge also ruled in the favor of Lord of the Rings owner, granting the Tolkien Estate a permanent injunction to prevent Polychron from copying, distributing, selling, performing, displaying, or otherwise exploiting The Fellowship of the King or its sequel, The Two Trees. All right. You did a fan fiction, called it The Fellowship of the King and the Two Trees. Tolkien's first books are The Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers. And you said they infringed on my copyrighted material. Now, because you opened your mouth and brought attention to yourself, you can't distribute jack shit anymore. Not only did you not win your $250 million, you can't make any money off what you already wrote. You fumbled the bag.
You fumbled the bag. That's like getting, was it Dr. Fizz and Dr. Pepper? And it's like, I'm gonna sue Dr. Pepper because I don't like the way they're doing business. And I'm like, you just stole my idea or my whole thing.
Yeah. No, Mr. Pibb needs to shut the fuck up and let Dr. Pepper do Dr. Pepper's thing before Mr. Pibb gets put the fuck out of business.
Yeah, that dude fumbled the bag. Like, he just shut the fuck up. And then now he has no money.
Oh, dude, it gets even worse with fumbling the bag. You ready?
Yep.
Though he claimed he had a 7-novel saga in the works, Polychron must now destroy all physical and electronic copies of them. The writer must also pay $134,637 in fees to both Amazon and the Tolkien Estate for what Judge Stephen V. Wilson called an unreasonable lawsuit, which was frivolous from the beginning. The lawyer representing the Tolkien Estate said this is an important success for the Tolkien Estate, which will not permit unauthorized authors and publishers to monetize J.R.R. Tolkien's much-loved works in this way. This case involved a serious infringement on the Lord of the Rings copyright undertaken a commercial basis, and the estate hopes that the award of a permanent injunction and attorney's fees will be sufficient to dissuade others who may have similar intentions. In the lawsuit, Polychron claimed to have attempted several times to work with the Tolkien Estate professionally. After filing the Fellowship of the King trademark, he sent a letter to J.R. Tolkien's grandson and the Tolkien Estate director, Simon Tolkien, describing the book and asking the company to review his manuscript. So dude's just mad. He's like, I did this thing and I want them to notice me and they didn't notice me. So now I'm suing them. And now everything that you've worked on, scrapped, gone, done, dead, over with.
So you destroy everything. So like, you got to put some stuff in a notebook and hide it underneath your mattress or put it back in your closet, put it in the shoebox or something.
Wherever you're hiding your drugs, you might want to hide that notebook.
Right.
Keep it safe. Dude, that's crazy.
I'm like, yeah,
Dr. Pepper is sacred in this house. Will and I do call ourselves the DP boys, not the Mr. Pibb boys. Dr. Pepper is the oldest soda in America, and not the Damian Priest boys. DP like boys? Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
The meat boys, right? The meat market. What is it, the meat market or something? It's meat something.
It was the Chicago meat packing district.
Yes. I was like, man, that's a lot of meat.
Listen, I'm part of a lot of factions, all right? I'm in a lot of factions.
Nice.
I got my tag team, the DP boys. We got our trios, the Chicago meatpacking district. We got the cafeteria. We got a lot of groups going on here.
Damn, we got to make a group of people next.
Yeah, no, we are. We're gonna have to figure something out.
Okay.
I can't believe how, dude, like, you wanted a job, they didn't respond. You tried $250 million for fan fiction. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction that blew the fuck up and made somebody a lot of money for their shitty writing. So, like, I get it. But you essentially ripped off the names of the first 2 books in and of itself. You changed one word. You changed rings to king.
And then get sued for it. Like, that's the biggest fumble of the bag. And it's like, you got to feel like an idiot at the end of the day for doing that. Like, okay, I'm going to make my own fan fiction, but still their whole idea, but sue them for their idea. And then they're like, joke's on you. Give them all your money.
Counter sue. I'm going to need 100. And like, credit to them because like they really could have destroyed this guy. And they did by making him get rid of everything he's ever written in the Lord of the Rings universe. But also like, I feel like when you sued for 250 million and they came back and only took 134,000, like that was going easy on you, you know?
Right.
For 134,000 is a lot of money to you and I. To the Tolkien estate, it probably is.
It's like throwaway money. Like,
it's
exactly. A little bit of money. But man, now his whole everything he worked for is like down the drain, and now he's probably getting laughed at by his wife. Like, you shouldn't have been talking that shit. I bet you shut the books now.
Don't listen. We love nerds. We love nerd news. That's what we do here. I'm a nerd. I have been privileged enough to find a woman that tolerates my bullshit and married me. I'm not going to lie to you. I have a feeling that a man who writes Lord of the Ring fans fiction is not married. Because who the fuck wants to be Mrs. Polychron?
It's like disease, man. You got Polychron. Like, sit down. Got some bad news. Yeah, Polychron. You're going to probably die probably a week or so.
Like Demetrius Polychron, dude. And that feels like something he came up with. Like he thought, this is badass. That's my pen name. I'm calling myself Demetrius Polychron. There ain't no way that's a real name.
Like
no way.
My name is Lori Polygon. Amber Polygon.
All right, Dom. I want to thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. I'm glad we got to do this. It was a blast, so don't be surprised if Travis reaches out to you or has me reach out to you to see if and when you're available next and we get you back on.
Cool. Yeah, like I always wanted to do one of these shows. I'm seeing the links. I'm like, man, they talk about like nerd stuff and comic book stuff, and I'd be at work, like listen to it in between patients, and I'd be like, oh man, I got a patient, I got to turn it off, and I try to go back and listen to it.
Well, you let us know when you're free during the week at this time, and I'll send that over to Travis, and if he can schedule in, we'll get you in, because like I said, it's always a blast working with you or watching you work. Where can people watch you work? So
we're on YouTube, because I'm on Marks with Mikes at times every Thursdays. I show up half prepared though, but I'm always got good topics. Then we're on Twitter, Powerbomb Jutsu, Facebook, IG, Stitch. We actually have a streaming on Twitch as well, and everywhere pretty much you can find us. We just dropped our end of the year award show with me, Darrell, and JT. So some gems in there. There is. And I just did Marks for Mike's end of the award show. There's some gems with there too, and some threats too. Some good stuff. Yeah, no, definitely go check out Marks with Mike's. Our boy Just is over there as well as Dom. We love JT. We love Cheech. Support them. Powerbomb Jutsu. Like you said, JT's on your year-end awards from Marks with Mike's. You and Darrell, I listen to your show every week. It is in my saved playlist because you guys are hilarious. It's the whole reason I hit you guys up and asked to do the collab for the first time. And I'm glad you guys thought I was cool and not just some lame-ass white boy who never talked to me again. So I appreciate that. I always remember the collab episode. You're like, man, I feel like got the customer service version of us. I did. I 100% did. You guys came out and like, yeah, but we didn't know what to expect. Like, I listened to the show, but I'm like, man, how can I answer these questions? And I'm like, I don't know if I can be myself and say like out of control things, because like I can say some wild stuff. As you listen to our show, we talked about Billy Graham dying one time, and it was a whole episode. So I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm like, the more I listen to the show, I'm like, they're just like us. But they're wilder. They're on Pornhub. We're not. Like, I came back and I was like,
thank you guys for coming on. I'm going to need you to be you, say what you say. Feel free to use the language that you use there in front of me. It's not going to offend me or any of our listeners. I want full Powerbomb Jutsu, and you did, and I appreciate it.
I came back on the show this year. I actually did a lot of shows, so thank you for reaching out for me this year, be on the show.
Hell yeah, man. You guys can follow everything Creatia World at It's Creatia World, ITSCREATIA World, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Also, CreatiaWorld.com. If you go to CreatiaWorld.com, it gets you everything. It's the links to our merch. It's the links to our Patreon. It's the links to the audio versions of all of our podcasts. It's the links to everything that we do. So go check that out as well. Video, all of it's there. You can watch us live on Facebook at Facebook.com/CreatiaWorld if Facebook's your thing. We also have companion groups. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, or just dragons in general, go check out Facebook.com/group/DemDragons. And if you want to be part of a wrestling community that isn't toxic as fuck, that isn't people just constantly shitting and hating on wrestling and starting fights and causing problems, come to Facebook.com/group/SmackingRaw, because we keep all that bullshit out of that group. It's a good time. It's fun, laid back, chill. No issues, no problems. We had one, we kicked them out, and we haven't had any problems since. So come check us out there as well. You guys can follow
ASAP.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm joining ASAP.
Hell yeah. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MattTridder, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off, for your horror content, and everywhere else. Instagram, Blue Sky, not Sky Blue. I wish you guys could follow me on Sky Blue, but you can't. Instagram, TikTok, Sky Blue, and Threads at Smacking It Raw. We have a new episode out, our final episode of Getting Off for we reviewed Black Christmas. Me and Katie sat down, all 3 Black Christmas movies. That dropped. That's available. Check that out. The latest episode, the Rear End Review, Year in Review 2023, dropped with me, Katie, and Just going over and talking about everything wrestling 2023 for Smacking It Raw. That's available. And then obviously Creatia World, you guys can see me tomorrow as well with Travis, who decided he didn't want to host and is making me host 2 days in a row. Come check us out tomorrow as well. For a man of 1,000 bricks, I am the Patron Saint of Podcast and the Word Mad Ritter. This has been your #1 news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub.